All right, looks like we live, man. So, hey, look, check this out, man. Welcome to the No Cosign Podcast. We out here live with your boy DJ Pedro, man. Finna get it active here with my co-host, man. Who we got in the building, man?
It's your boy Jill from Jill Season. What's up, man? Welcome back to the Tuna Podcast. You heard it. Welcome back to the No Cosign. I fixed my mic, y'all. I fixed my mic. I read the comments. Man, what's the deal, y'all? Y'all know you got a fire plug in the motherfucking building, man.
Yes, sir.
What's the deal with MJ TV, man? Mr. Bridge the Gap.
We got the All-Star Podcast group right here from Arizona turning up in this motherfucker, man. Man, how was y'all fucking week, though? Let's go ahead and just talk a little bit about how was our week, man. I had a pretty good one. What about y'all, man?
Absolutely. God's good. God's great. It's a blessing. A tumultuous week, but, we getting through it.
Right.
It was a great week, man. Our first week back at Fire Plug. Yeah, you've been going crazy, bro.
Going crazy, man. I'm not going front. I'm like, yo, I could see why so many people feel the way that. If this is how you was going before, I could see why they would say so many good things about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is how you was applying pressure before, I'm like, yo, this motherfucker definitely is tapped in. So I was like, I fuck with that, bro. Shout out to you.
Bro, this nigga had me feeling the way in the group chat. I was like, bro, I thought I discovered, well, not me directly, but I thought it was not going to come to when my suspect discovered get up on the bro, like, I posted it like 3 years ago. I'm like, oh, damn, you put it on.
Hell no, man.
Bro, I don't think you understand the gap I took off was like 3 years. Yeah. That shit, I was going dumb. It feel hella nostalgic though. Just seeing your post pop up on the feed is like that shit feel like them days, man. Feel good.
Now, shout out to all the homies that been getting posted on Fireplug's page, man, because he's definitely been shedding some light on y'all. I'm barely tapping into some of y'all, so for sure he's finding some fire out there. That's what I love to see. That way I can go ahead and start picking from everybody's brand. You know what I'm saying? And seeing who's fucking gas and whatever, who got the juice.
Hey, you know what's funny though? Hey, Fireplug, I used to tell people that I was you. Like,
No, he did it.
Like cloud chasing type shit. But I was thinking, I'm like, look, if I say I'm him long enough, eventually it's gonna get back to him, and he's gonna have to come out and be like, yo, this nigga's tripping. Like, who the hell is he? Like, it's a merit to that for sure. You know, it's a merit to that. It's been a good week, bro.
Man, that's good to hear, man. I see everybody going up. I see motherfucking MJ just dropped a couple food blogs. How was that peach cobbler place, man? I ain't going front. I checked that shit out. I was like, yo, this shit kind of look kind of gas over there, bro. I ain't going front. Yeah, it's some gas treats, but more importantly, man, it's just beautiful to see black owned and nice Scottsdale. So definitely go check them out if y'all get a chance. There you go, man. What was that place called again one more time?
The Scottsdale Peach Cobbler Factory. Over 25 different flavors, man. Anything you need, they got it. God damn. Shout out to them.
And they is not playing over there, man. So hey, check this out though. I think we should So what, y'all want to get into the topics already or what?
Wait, hold on,
Hold up.
So how's your week out in Atlanta? You and Sharky doing a whole bunch of whole thing, you know? Don't just skip through that, man.
Hold on. They saying right now that we gotta fix our mics. Hold on. Let me see what's up. I got hear me. If any of y'all can hear on the live stream, am I sounding crazy right now?
Yeah, no. Who specifically has to fix their mic? My mic.
They're saying Dylan and me. So let me see.
They saying me?
Yeah, they're selling Dylan for show. They said for show Dylan. They said Pedro a little bit. No, I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out right now. Let me see. I think it's more with my settings again, man. I gotta really figure this bitch out, dude. Let's see. How's it sounding in there, Chunky? He's in the. How's it sounding right now? Does it sound echoey, or you can't hear nothing, or what's the word? Sometimes you come in echoey a little bit. Sometimes.
Yeah, they fucking with me, dog. They trolling me. I'm not hearing that. They trolling me.
Let me check the live stream real quick, y'all, before we continue. I be trying to do 5 things at once. It's hella echo, he says. So let me see. Let me go ahead and try this out, man. Cause maybe this is it. This is what's fucking it up. Maybe I'm tripping. All right, can y'all still? Can you still hear me, Chucky? Yeah, I might have done a little something. Yeah, now I can hear that echo again. That's why I had it on before. Let me see. My bad, y'all.
Hey, yo, imagine us by episode 30, y'all. We're going to have this on launch. Shout out to everybody that's tuned into the show ahead of time. You know what I mean? We trying to make it through the little rough patches. You know, it's a ghetto show. We all from the hood. Feel me? Jumper wasn't built in a day. No Jumper wasn't built in a day. None of your favorite platforms was built in a day, man. Rock with us.
We out here. Hey, am I still getting that echo from y'all?
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't No Jumper built in a day because he just switched the name of the page from On Some Shit to No Jumper when he stopped doing the biking stuff?
Okay. Hey, we sounding good, y'all. They said we sounding good. So look, we gonna get back into it. Look, it has been a crazy week out here in LA. I ain't even gonna front to y'all. Man, we just locked in the space. We going stupid, man. I don't even know how to say about that. Let me go ahead.
Talk about it.
Dude, okay, so literally we looked up some shit on Craigslist and we're like, yo, we need to find a space so we can start running up a podcast, man, and fucking literally found some fucking jank spot out in who knows where, but low key, like that shit was in a perfect, nice little neighborhood up in the cut. And yeah, we locked it in. We just bought some of the shit at Home Depot today and tomorrow. We about to buy the rest of it and about to what is that word called when you just renovate? Yeah, we renovate the spot a little bit and getting it up and cracking. Yep, getting it cracking. We're hoping by the first we gonna start running the pod and the live, and you already know, man, this show gonna have a live show soon, man. So y'all and everybody tune into that shit. We finna be live in the same room doing this damn show.
Hey, yo, fire, plug your mics off, just let you know. Sideshow, just make sure y'all leave like a little corner for me so I can set up my little bean bag, my sleeping bag when I'm coming.
All right. Shit. Hey, definitely gonna have a spot for every one of y'all, man. We gonna be putting in some crazy ass work when y'all come in here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, but y'all hear me good? Or y'all hearing that echo?
I hear the echo, but honestly, I don't mind the echo as long as like the audience here.
Yeah.
That's all that matters to me.
They
say we good. That's all that matters to me.
I know. Say fuck it. That's why I'm like, fuck it, man. We just gonna have to deal with it.
Well, it's just us, it's cool for sure. But for the viewer experience, if they're not listening, I mean, if they can't hear it, it's solid.
All right, man. Well, you know what? Let's get into this motherfucking topic of what we getting into right here on the No Cosign Podcast, man. Are Mexicans running AZ hip hop, or are they running hip hop in general, man? What do y'all think, man?
Let's talk about it. You went too far at the end there. You went too far at the end. I'll give y'all Arizona.
Break it down though. What do you mean? Like you gave it to Arizona? Why is that? I mean, why Arizona? You know what I'm saying? Why does Arizona got that?
Because we're predominantly brown, and for one, what I love about the Hispanic culture, someone who has contributed into the growth of Hispanics in Arizona hip hop. I love how Hispanic people support each other, man. When it comes to these artists, the raza, they get behind one another, man, and it's such a beautiful thing to see. So I can't knock it. I can't. If you want to say that, blacks, other people, Africans, us, we need to support each other more because the raza, they get behind one another. They show up to their shows. So, you know. Hey, can I throw in a quick contradicting point? And since you're actually Raza, Pedro, you can let me know if I'm dead ass wrong.
All right, go ahead.
Like Raza platforms and stuff. And I be watching what's his name? American Cholo.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing who he was interviewing, and they were saying that like we like how like the Raza had to come together and like work and like support each other. And American Cholo said he feels like it's the opposite way. Like he likes the fact that like let's say like BLM and all this stuff, like we'll come together and protest for like whatever cause it is. Like he was saying basically he feels on the other side like he likes that, like we can unify on that level type shit. So
Well,
no, maybe it's like the viewing point of it, but
look,
yeah, no, they definitely support each other. And I said this on my boy Smoke Jokes podcast. The Mexican artists outwork the artists of every ethnicity, every other ethnicity, basically. And it's just a fact. It's like look at people like what's his name, Hood Boodles doing this song with G Money, DT, Trap Sound, and EBK, J-Bo. They just know how to network. And sometimes when I offer these same networking moves, I see work for maybe the Raza artist to the black artist. The black artist, it goes in one ear and out the other type shit. So
I'll definitely answer that though. I want to hear what Fireplug has to say first, and then I'll go ahead and give my input on this real quick though.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like the culture is already embedded into that community. You feel me? Like, just off the bat, like they work together in their households to get their people jobs, bring their people here and shit. Whereas we don't really work like that. You know, when it comes to getting together, when we do get together, it's sometimes like beyond for a bunch of bullshit, no cap. So I don't know. I just think the structure and how it's organized is a little bit different for the blacks out here. But and then from what I've seen when I took a break too, it's like we don't even be getting the coverage like that from some of these pages. You feel me? That's predominantly Spanish. It be just predominantly Spanish pages that don't even be posting niggas at all. Like I always put on her, man. Bro, I fuck with y'all tough, bro. I fuck with y'all.
Hey, so when you say that though, do you feel like sometimes the Spanish pages, or they should be showing more love to like the black homies and stuff that rap, or what do you think? Or do you think that they kind of should just, it's good that what they're doing and they're helping their own type shit? Because I know you guys are fucking with that idea, but I know, like, we just had a conversation about this actually back on Fig with T-Rel, and he brought up the fact, or it was actually a clip that went viral on Community with I forgot who it was up there, but he was pretty much going in on how like the Mexicans help Mexicans, and that blacks will even go and hire Mexicans, but you don't see Mexicans hiring blacks. You know what I'm saying? And the whole argument became about like, should blacks just be helping their own, or why aren't the Mexicans extending that hand out to the black community? So I think this stuff gets a little bit deep, and especially the way I view and see things, because when you talk about unity, especially when it comes to the black culture, and I'm just speaking from the outside looking in, a lot of your guys' leaders got assassinated and shit like that, like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and shit like that. So being able to come together in unity, that was something y'all already was on and doing, you know what I'm saying? But like once they started killing the leaders, I think it became a lot more harder to like follow black leaders, because it was a little bit scarier, stuff like that. Hence then you have BLM come, which is a different form of an organization, which is more decentralized, not really having leaders like that, but it's still a movement, you know what I mean? So it's a new way of doing things. I don't know if it's a survival thing, and they adapt, and you guys adapt it like that, or just see it like that, but I could see it being like same thing with like the whole like we should be protesting in peace. It's like, how long can you do that before you got to switch it up, right? So it's like, I think when it comes to the like whole idea of black unity, I think it's a little bit deeper than just not doing it or whatever it is. And that I think there's a lot of systematic things that go into that. And luckily, like Mexicans, they didn't really have to, or they did go through those challenges, but we were able to just build in our own communities. I mean, obviously Mexico is right next door to us, so it's like we have that connection to the motherland too, which I think is a big deal, that helping us keep tradition, helping us keep some of that old school culture, and just keeping some of our like what shit makes us happy, like makes us prideful alive, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know, man. Like, it's a little bit of a long answer.
If I could speak on that point when you said, why don't black platforms why don't black platforms support each other more, or should Hispanic platforms platform black people more? I think that what Food Community and what a lot of Hispanic platforms are doing is great, because they focus on their people and their demographic. But at the same time, when you look at non-Hispanic hip hop platforms, they show a lot of love to Hispanics. So it would be dope to see food community post some more black artists. It would be dope to see some more assimilation in that sense, because no jumper back on Fig, but you got to give credit to Hater World. You got to give credit to people like that are doing a great job by putting black and brown together in hip hop. So in a sense, it's dope that they focus on just the Hispanic community because they're a Hispanic platform. But at the same time, it would be cool to see some more blacks. It would be cool for us as black people and Africans and non-blacks if we posted more. If we did what food community did, if we did what these platforms did, it would help us a lot more. So that's my little take on it. That's okay. So this reminds me of a topic because like almost a year ago, Pedro and I, we tried to do like our own podcast, but I decided that I just want to scrap the episode. I didn't think we should scrap the whole podcast, but the episode, it got scrapped. You know what I mean? But one of the topics was, I forgot what the topic exactly was, but I was saying basically like from an outsider's perspective, it feels like when I look at like a full community, not so much a haters world. I feel like it's more of like in the name type shit. Like there's like Arizona food, like all these like pages where like they're more specific to like the Raza, and that's cool. I'm not against that at all. But I also look at other markets like On the Radar. That's owned by a Puerto Rican dude in New York, and it's just everyone's platform. Like you know what I mean? So like, and I feel like hip hop should be everyone's. I feel like it shouldn't be segmented like that. It's like that was like the pushback that I gave to that back then. But honestly, overall, I'm not truly against it. Like you know what I mean?
I have seen like food community, they actually brought up that point you guys are talking about, as far as like, because they kind of put themselves in a box as well by naming it food community, right? Like they, like you said, are targeting that certain demographic, but then they get a lot of flack for when they go outside of that demo. It's the same thing with y'all when we talk about how we push about our brands to Arizona only, and then people get all fucking butthurt when you're pushing outside of Arizona. So it's like that's why I hate the whole like any type of branding is always gonna deal with that type of shit, right? Like I just hate the whole putting them in the box thing. But yeah, like that's something that for sure has been talked about. I know that these fools are trying to work past that, so you know, should be interesting though. But yeah, honestly, I get what you guys are saying too, as far as like Rasa needing to post more people. I also feel like we've just been going through a stage of growth in the terms of Rasa like rappers. We weren't like nothing really before Money Sign Suede, before before OGZ and Phoenix, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have no place really in this space other than what was our own, with like an MC Magic, Mr. Capone, and all these guys that nobody's ever really heard of outside the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we've had those rappers, but we've never had that type of publicity where you're gonna see a Mr. Capone video on World Star every other fucking week, and they could put out the same type of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, or even Little Rob, unless he fucking finally crossed over to the mainstream. So my whole point is that, like, in terms of that, I feel like there hasn't been any platforms that are filling in these gaps that we're seeing right now. And I think we're just in that point where like they're still fresh, they're still like in that 5-10 year range of barely being born. So I do think we'll see them expand past the Hispanic community, but I do also think that they've just been kind of like setting that foundation in still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just say like I see like my cousins down south, like they listen to D Baby for sure. Like he resonates with like people down south and stuff like that. There was a point where I used to think Chito Rana was gonna be damn near just as big as EBK J-Lo, but I don't know what happened, bro. But there's definitely a lot of artists that are bubbling.
Yeah, absolutely.
You think hip hop that's just here in Arizona that you were referring to, or is that like in the other markets as well?
So going back to the original point of like, do Mexicans run rap, right? I don't think they run rap like the whole genre, but I do think they run. Like I want to kind of say they run the West Coast, but my only thing though, in a regional, so like the Southwest, I would say. But even then, I can't fully like even agree with that, because I feel like the biggest rappers out of LA are like Big Sad 1900, fucking Pay Gotti's the next big thing coming out right now. YG still having a run, like. So it's like Compton Ave had one of the biggest songs that came out of the summer. So it's like the Mexicans are running it in terms of catalog and like building real strong loyalty, street bangers and street fan bases. Because I don't know too many up and coming rappers that are getting as popping as like a fucking, Peso or shit like that.
Tommy Gunn.
Yeah, yeah.
I think G Money DT, in my opinion, like he's my favorite rapper, like in LA right now, like regardless of race, like I listen to him more than anybody, honestly. So it's like yeah, I mean demographic wise, like when Arizona, like niggas always say, like this is y'all Atlanta, like Phoenix is y'all Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you go to Atlanta, it's 90% black. You come out here, it's 90% Hispanic. So it's expected. Like I said before, I feel like the Hispanic artists outwork the black artists out here. And I feel like Cali is more neck and neck, like how you were saying, like it's more neck and neck. But I feel like out here, it's more like kinfolk here.
Hey, but is there an issue with how AZ Media is like handling this, or is there an issue that like maybe the Hispanics are not seeing out here? Because I hear like there's a lot of discretion for sure.
There's black artists that whose talent rivals Cactus Boys or Traps have at the moment, and I ain't even seen them get no showcase like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're not getting pushed on some of these big ass shows that I be seeing. Like I'm now seeing a lot of artists. What's the problem? Not headline, but the main rapper. Yeah, before they perform, but I'm not even seeing some of those artists on these shows or nothing like that. So they're not getting the same push that these artists get right now. But you don't feel like it's also like on the artist a little bit, like to reach out a little bit more? Because I'll be real, like I want to say out of the artists that will actually like reach out to me for promo. I mean it's 50-50 on that. I won't say that. But I don't know, I feel like it's a pride thing with us, you know what I mean? Like just with our people, it's kind of like a pride thing a little bit. Like some people don't want to reach out to ask to get on the show or whatever. They feel like, oh no, nigga, I'm the coldest out here. Y'all should come ask me to be on the show type shit. Whereas like, the blank's somewhere you could be in the middle, but yeah. Hey, I got one thing before we definitely get off this topic. MJ, you mentioned Hater World earlier. Did you see my boy shirts he posted? It was like
that shit was crazy.
Hey man, right or wrong, I fuck with Blue Devil.
I fuck with him too, but that shit was wild.
Yeah, he was. Wait, what did the shirt say? What did the shirt say?
I fuck with you, Blue. I fuck with Hater World. I fuck with that outside.
Look, I watch Hater World all the time. Look, Blue Devil, go in the comments. Any video you ever did on Arizona, I'm in the comments, nigga. But look, gang, them shirts was wild for the homies and for the niggas. The niggas can't be the homies too.
Okay, let's do content. All right, let's do content. All right, so he put in.
Content.
Yeah, let's be lighthearted. He know he the homie. But if he said for the N ... or the N IGGAS or where we?
No, it was for the niggas. Fuck. I don't know if you're able to pull shit up, but if you go on, and my dad, if y'all would like to do, because I get it, he's very, he's controversial. But it was on Rich Trapper's Instagram page, and he posted that, and it was like, damn, what's up with this Haters World? It was official Hater World post and everything. I was like, damn.
Like trolling, I'm lost. He don't seem like that type of person because he brought Arizona.
No, he's a troll though. He's a troll though. He's a big troll for sure. Yeah, he's a troll.
He is a troll, and it's like at the end of the day, the way I can see him being like, because he's always calling out like a lot of other Hispanics that say the N-word and stuff like that. So I can see like that being like his whole like angle of it type shit in like a weird way, like for the people that's like in the know. But
yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. Like, did he put the N, like, spell it out, like, for the N, or like,
no, it said niggas. It said niggas.
Hey, you know what though? We talking about like Mexican rappers taking over the potential, or like as far as like I guess gaining momentum in the hip hop scene. How do y'all feel about Mexican rappers using the N word? Because I know it's somewhat of a controversy. Like, I've heard this argument for a long time, for a few years now, as far as like some of the homies will say I grew up like that. And then I also understand the whole history behind the word and why it could bother some people and how it can even come off as ignorant from like me and mines. You know what I'm saying? But how do y'all feel about it?
Hey, from the way Firepuck just took a sip, he ready to go. So pop it out, brother.
Mike is where's your mic off.
I don't know what just happened.
Let me see.
Yeah, niggas can't hear me.
Oh, can you? It should be good now.
We good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, good. So yeah, I don't know. I ain't tripping off it too much. You feel me? I know that Brown was in, grew up in the same struggles as us. You feel me? That grew up around us, the gang banglers that live the same struggle. So I understand where it comes from. At the same time, it'd be a bunch of closet racist Mexicans, bro, in the group, and they group with each other, talk about nigga this, nigga that, and as soon as they get mad at the black, they talk about the hard R. That'd be out of pocket. So sometimes I don't really even like the word, but at the same time, it is what it is. I'm not out here politicking. I'm not beating up every Mexican out here saying words. So, I respect life. Let's go. We already adapted. I got Mexican homies. I got Mexican brothers that say so. I can't really worry about it.
How do y'all feel about it, MJ and Dylan?
No. Wait. We defend your reason to say nigga.
You want me to defend it, nigga? Because look, this is how my fault. All right, look it. Before I start snapping, right? Before I start snapping, let me go ahead and get. Before I start snapping, hey, but check this out. Look, I really don't care about the word 100%. I really do not care about the word, and if enough people got like feel some type of way about it, then I'm gonna be straight with y'all. I'm gonna try to clean it up just off of the fact that I just don't want to deal with all that shit. And it's really unnecessary, right? For like me to be like having to deal with all that shit. If it's something that I don't want to deal with, so it's like it's something, but I'm still gotta work on because my vocab does come from South Phoenix, so it's like it's something I definitely gotta work on and get better on. But I will say, I don't know, man. I be feeling like that shit is like a form of gatekeeping in a certain sense. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like, why was it cool when when Fat Joe was saying it? Why was it cool when fucking Cardi B was saying it? Why is it cool when all these East Coast Latinos are saying it? But it wasn't until I don't know. I feel like it wasn't until we seen this rise in Rasa rap when where people were like saying, "Hold on, wait a second, hold up, let's put y'all in a box over there and keep y'all on that side, keep y'all in that region." And in fact, we're gonna say that we don't even fuck with that type of shit. But it could also be a cultural thing because I think people in the South don't understand West Coast culture like that. You know what I'm saying? And the whole melting pot with Hispanics and blacks and stuff like that. So they don't experience that. And we have seen like the gatekeeping actually work. I don't even want to say gatekeeping. I'm gonna just say that just for the content. But look at Kai Cenat, right? He didn't bring hardly any Mexican streamers, and it could be or could not be because they're using the N word in the fucking streams all the time.
Wait. No, on hip hop. Let's. So with that logic, are you saying that? Yeah, I've lost my point.
Hey, look, it's like this. I feel like I don't really care personally. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not out here being like releasing word like that. I did slap a white boy for saying the R-E-R.
Oof.
Ironically, the same day that Charlie Kirk died, but that was a white boy, and I told him, I was like, "Hey, bro, don't say that shit." He said it again, so he had to get slapped. So that was this. But what I will say is, out of respect, I feel like as a Hispanic person, like, yeah, your homies might rock with it, but if someone does, be like, "Hey, bro, like, can you not say that?" I think I would respect, you know what I mean? We should at least try. But also, it's like, nigga, it's 2026, like how he said, when Fat Joe said, "My niggas don't dance, we was building about this," niggas was leaning back, we always hear that shit. A lot of, from my frankly, what I've noticed is a lot of niggas that grew up with Hispanics that said it, they'll turn around and hear Hispanics they didn't say it, and they'll be like, "Oh, since when did these niggas start saying niggas so much?" And it's like, bro, like the homie Enrique been saying it since we were fucking like 15. What the fuck you saying, nigga? Like the homie Diablo been saying it, nigga. So it's like, man, I don't know. Like, y'all heard when National G said it though? He was on that podcast. He was like, anyway, though, who's gonna stop me from saying it? What are you gonna do about it?
He was popping his collar when he was saying that too. He felt brave doing that.
You're gonna get shot for that. Yeah, in a room full of women too. Like he knew what he was doing, bro. Hey, but I don't hear him say it. No, I don't hear him say it that much no more. Like I listened to a song with him and R&B Formal. And he was saying like my messaging instead of saying like my nigga. So I think he kind of like tried to clean it up since then. So
yeah, I think he said he stopped.
No, he did. Oh, okay, I didn't see that, but that's for sure.
Yeah, and it was because of that interview. It was, after that, he did get a lot of backlash for it. In my opinion, even watching that interview, I feel like what it was, he answered it so bad, right? I mean, like, you had Sauce Walker already coming out and defending him, never even watched the clip and was already defending him. So it wasn't the fact that, like, of what he believed he was able to do, but it's definitely the way he sent the message, you know what I'm saying? I think he got frustrated. I've heard a couple of things. I heard he is an asshole, so let's just say that. But I've also think that he probably got frustrated on like that type of question being asked on him all the time, and he kind of popped it, and he kind of fucked himself over on that.
Hey, but I found my point. I got it back, man. My bad, y'all. I be a lot on my mind. But look, with that logic, you said the N-word is in a sense gatekeeping, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you would agree that saying the N-word in music is a bonus to the song and it helps the song reach further?
Absolutely. Like I think to a degree, right? It's like nobody wants to. A lot of people like hearing pop that ass type music, you know what I mean? But you ain't gotta say pop that ass, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I think it just needs to come off street. Like when I listen to a Peso, like I'm definitely starting to see that Chicano culture that street Chicano culture starting to get expressed more in the rap music. And I'm starting to buy into it more, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe it more. So if I'm hearing a street record, if it's missing certain elements, I don't want to say that a one word is gonna do that though, you know what I mean? But I do feel like it brings an attitude. It's like if you're hearing a Christian rapper and he don't cuss at all. It's like it's hard, but it's how hard is it? You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you need that extra oomph. I don't know if that word in particular though is like that extra oomph. So that's a good question though, to be honest. I don't know if you really need to say it. I don't agree with that, the fact that you need to say it to be cracking though.
Yeah, you don't need to say it for the song to be hard, but I feel like it does like add a sense of relatability. Like, you know what I mean? I guess like that's like where you can kind of say like give it a pass. It's like to the average fan that's maybe hearing a song like played in the car or whatever on the radio, let's per se, and you don't know what the artist looks like. It's the first time you're hearing it. It's like maybe like it adds into like a sense of relatability. Maybe that's like.
That's a good question though. I don't know though. I don't know about that. About it being needed to be part of the cool factor, because it's almost like saying you have to join a gang to be popping in rap, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's that same type of like surplus you'd get, you know?
Well, the reason why I asked that, right, is because so many people, a huge part of Arizona hip hop, they reach out to me and they say, if Cactus Boys are going to be the premier group of Arizona, does them saying the N-word hinder them reaching the East Coast, reaching these other places? And then to that I say, did it hinder OGZ? Did it hinder Peso? Did it hinder this? Did it hinder? And then they say, traditionally though, it's not, they won't receive the support from that they need here to get out there, because we have traditional black people here who grew up, our elders, my elders, and they tell me, you might be cool with it, MJ, because you grew up on 28th Street and Broadway at that apartment with Mexicans. We get that, but we didn't grow up that way. And when they say that, it invokes a certain type of emotion. What do I even say to that? Nothing. And I can't defend that person. Well, my Mexican homie, if he say, hey, bro, that make him feel a certain way, do you defend your homie from birth? Or do you defend your ancestors.
No, that right there is where it's like you got on one side of the bridge you got ignorance, and then that's what I was talking about as far as like with me and the way I grew up and just kicking it with my homies, talking with my homies, again being young and ignorant, not giving a fuck, you know what I mean? And then on the other side of that same bridge is history and knowledge and like fucking, you know, a lot that comes with it. But you know, I think rap music in general kind of diluted that whole bridge. It watered it the fuck down to where anybody can cross that bridge, and we don't even think about the history or anything like that. If it wasn't in rap music, I would say we would look at that word like how like we look at Nazi slogans and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, but because either rap music or maybe pop culture made it more acceptable or even quote unquote cool, that people felt like it was just the thing to say. I think lingo, it just turns into American lingo.
I was gonna say something that definitely would have gotten me canceled at some point in life. So I'm gonna try to find a better way to say it.
Yeah, bro.
So,
Trying to
it's like this. It's on. A lot of the blame is on us as Black people. We like to always say we're the most copied people on the planet. Hip hop is, or at least at one point, was the biggest genre on the planet. I hear recently, like it's not in the head or the billboards, whatever. You know, we'll talk about that later. But at the end of the day, hip hop was like the #1 genre for like 30 plus years. It's a point where I seen videos of Kendrick Lamar performing on stage to an all white crowd. He put the mic out, and the little white girl says nigga. It's like it's on us. We put this word in our culture. We put this word in our music. We put this word in our movies. So it's like when are we? Here's one thing I can always say: I love my people to death, but we do not like accountability, like at all. Like I've gotten into so many long debates with my homies where literally, like, and see with me, sometimes it's like I like to go extreme sometimes. So like if I see I'm getting under people's skin, I'll just go extreme. We just start saying like the wildest shit. But it's like overall, it's like our people just can't take accountability, and it's sad sometimes.
Let me ask y'all a question, because this brings up. Let me ask a question, because this brings up a point that we talked about on back on Fig, when we were talking about the whole community clip, right? Is like, do you guys feel like Mexicans, and I know we kind of touched on it with the blogs, but do you feel like Mexicans should be doing more to help like the Black community because we're so intertwined with it?
Let me answer real quick. Hell yeah, because guess what? It's not like hell yeah, like y'all are forced to, but be proud to do so. When I broke that door open with the Raza and Hater World, he told me come through, bring the homies. Yeah, we go. And then Byron went back, and then now that bridge is wide open. I love that. I'm a Black African man, and I built that bridge with Hispanic. So a Hispanic person can, you know what? Out of their heart, if there's someone that they consider themselves a hip hop head, I'm a hip hop head. I love this shit. So if you're a hip hop head and you like local artists, push them. Like push them to a point where do some shit you never did before. Like, okay, I never had a Black artist on my page that I pushed out to this extent. No one can say that about me. I stood, you feel me? So I would love to see an Hispanic platform push it, like make a Black artist your premier artist, and let's see what that looks like. Because I've done it with Hispanic, Black, white. You feel me?
Or even just on a smaller scale, 1 year, maybe try it next year, Black History Month, for the whole month. Just post one Black artist a day, or every other day, or something like that. Just one Black artist, you know what I mean? But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it's like if you like, okay, if you're down for the culture and you want to be in hip hop, then yeah, at the end of the day, you should be down for the people. Like I do agree that Puerto Ricans and there were Hispanic people there when hip hop was born in the Bronx, but also at the same time, we have to acknowledge that scatting, like rhyming, that's a Black American thing we've been doing since slavery. So it's like at the end of the day, yes, hip hop, like as a genre, is something that we all kind of made as a collective, but we still gotta acknowledge that the roots of it comes from Black culture. So everybody, like, yeah, it's like if you join this culture, like show some love to the culture you join. And we gonna embrace you too. We're not gonna do you like Eminem. Eminem just makes trash music, and we already gonna keep racing. We're not gonna do you like Eminem. But yeah, that's all I have to say for real.
That's some good dialogue. I ain't gonna lie.
All right. What about you, Fireplug? What do you think, man? You think Raza platform should be helping out more?
That falls into a good topic that me and Pedro was talking about. We should talk about 602 Byron, he had his situation.
What? Arizona's most hated rapper? What? Arizona's best marketing rapper? What? Probably the best Instagrammer on the motherfucking in Arizona when it comes to this rap shit. We gonna talk about him?
Hey, y'all know what happens when this type of shit happen in the city? I go like this.
Bro.
He said I don't see nothing.
You put me in a weird position, gang. You said I love that nigga last week.
Hey, he got on the. You can't see shit though. He didn't see nothing all week.
Not directly like that, but he was like, I love 602 Byron more than any other media platform in Arizona.
Oh, we clipping that week last week's clip with this week's clip for sure. For sure, we doing that.
Wait. So hold on. You're saying you're repeating what I said, or you said that?
Not directly verbatim, but it was along those lines for sure. I'm not completely off, but I won't say it's verbatim for sure, but it was along those lines.
Hey, all we know is definitely MJ was champion 602 Byron to some degree.
Look, I made this known. Look, I personally have not posted anything or said really anything about 602 Byron since like 8 months ago for sure. Like, the only time I talked about him was the last podcast when y'all brought him up, and then I went on Smoke Jokes podcast when he said the whole thing about the not having a job is the reason why he's popping or whatever thing. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, look, for the people at home, though, for the people at home that don't know what happened this week, we definitely got to touch on it. We definitely got to paint the picture for y'all. So this week, man, I got a fucking text message in our group chat from no other than Dylan. I wake up early in the morning and I see DJ Ah and Coyote have posted a video of 602 Byron getting packed the fuck out. I'm talking about on some what the fuck had me on some is this World Star shit? You know what I mean? Homie's mouth was bleeding. His fucking looked like there was blood coming out the ear. A lot of crazy other videos were starting to circulate. I wasn't sure if the homie got shot, if he was in the hospital, if he was in the coma. So for y'all that don't know, that's what we woke up to all the noise. We saw a bunch of videos. If y'all want to go check that out, go check that out. Yo, I'm gonna just say this. Shout out to the homie for surviving that shit. You know what I mean? You take away a W when you could survive anything like that. Did those other fools get their get back? For surely they did, if that's what their whole intention was. Now, shout out to him for making it through that and surviving that, but we not gonna let him get away with any of the cornball shit that he did, bro. We are not posting no RIP flyers, nigga, and pretending that we in the hospital on some AI photo shit. That shit was corny. That shit was mad corny.
I thought bro was dead. They got bro in the clouds with the weed. Look, hey, look, I already did a video about this. At the end of the day, it's like this. There's no.
I'm gonna let y'all go. Listen. I'm gonna let y'all go. Man. I'm not gonna do content at the end of the day, so I'm not gonna do my part.
It's all content. You know what I mean? I feel like if anything, I'm the one that said what I said in my video, so I would be getting packed out. MJ, you good? You blindfold.
Wait. Okay, now. Whoa. Hold on.
Go ahead, say it, Dylan. Say what you said, my nigga.
No, it's not that. I mean, I'm not no gangster. I'm
to say what y'all said. That's what I said in my video.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. As when everybody go, I'm gonna go. That's why I'm like letting everybody get their rocks off, fire plug everyone, because I know we doing a show here and I got a job to hold. We all got.
There we go. Dylan, say what you said, my dude.
Synopsis of my side of the story. You can go watch my video for the whole thing. Long story short, if bro did what they accusing him of doing, he deserved it. I don't give a fuck. If he's guilty, he deserved it. Like, that's that. Now, I have had personal situations in the past to where people have approached me about the said allegations, and that's why I stopped posting him about 8 months ago.
But let me ask you something though. Do you feel like he did it though? Do you feel like he did it, or is that what you're leaning towards? That he did it? Those allegations.
Look. Okay, it's like this, and that's what I was going to get into with Because it's like this. I'm not going to come on camera, nigga, and be like, oh, that nigga did it for sure, nigga. No, that's not going to happen. Because at the end of the day, nigga, that's a whole legal situation, and I'm not going to put myself in no weird, like, no, nigga, fuck no, I'm not doing that. But what I will say is, does it look good? And from my perspective, fuck no, nigga. I'm on the side of, yo, this shit don't look good at all, nigga. I need some provable proof. You can't just come online and be like, oh, bro, I'm a hoe. If I fuck with a girl and she also happens to be underage, that's on her, not me.
Whoa.
Like, nigga, no. That's a horrible excuse, gang. I need provable proof. I need you to go live with her or something, have her say it out her mouth. I'm not also gonna believe the screenshots 100% too, because nigga, we in the day of chat GBT and all this shit. So that's where I'm like, nigga, I need provable proof from either the people that say he did it, or from Byron showing that he didn't do it. But like, it's not looking good at all. It's not looking good at all. That's all I say.
Fireplug, what you got to say about this shit, man?
I'm not gonna jump to those accusations or nothing before I know anything. I heard some things too for the situation, and I ain't never really said nothing because I really fucked with Byron. I fucked with her in person, so I never really said nothing. I ain't got nothing against bro. But yeah, bro, he's in a tough position. And then let me get a blindfold, bro.
I got one for two.
That's literally one of the biggest accusations you can be called out on. You feel me? So I don't know. I like how bro's flipping it though. He flipping it in his favor.
So you're in favor of the RFP flyer. You made it. Be real. You emailed it to him. I'm looking like, hey, bro.
Oh, bro, you be having me believe shit, bro. I'm like, damn, no, wait, fire plug in.
Hey, actually, I told you before the podcast, before we did this, I'm a troll, gang.
I'm like, oh, he did that? What?
I'm content right now, nigga.
Nah, but
That was corny as hell. Clickbaiting like a motherfucker.
so it's real. That's really AI's. What you guys are confirming? Like somebody did the whole background and everything. Cause the way he got hurt, it would look like somebody would go to the hospital.
No, that was real. I was saying the RIP flyer that he posted.
Yeah, with the doves in the back and with the wings on his fucking bag. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? What do we look at? I will say this though. I will say that in terms of like it went viral. He went viral. He ended up on Food Community, and I think now let me ask y'all this though. Was he running the Valley Baddies pages though?
Yeah, that's his thing, 1,000%. Everyone knows that.
Fireplug look lost.
Me too, but
Hey, yeah, look, somebody simultaneously. All right, this is the whole thing with the flyers, right? The flyers did not come from 602 Byron's account, but they came from an associated account called Valley Baddies. Now, Valley Baddies apparently or supposedly, allegedly, is ran by 602 Byron himself. So people were assuming that he pretty much was finessing the internet on some my boy's in a coma, pray for him, and posting it from a separate account. And I'm not going to front, got into a couple arguments with some of the comments, aka sounded just like 602 Byron in the comments, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think people seen what's up, but as far as orchestrating the whole play, I mean, like, from an internet point of view, I guess I'll rate it a guess of C plus because he still got beat up, but it did go viral.
I'll say this, right? So this is a very touchy subject. So thankfully, I built a brand on only speaking on positive things that Arizona rappers do, and I'm not above reproach. This is not like, this is some gangster shit, and I'm gonna let the gangsters handle it. That's that.
He said, I don't want no parts of that. Hey, look, we just saying this because this shit was on the internet.
No, hold on, let's clarify. It's not that it's no parts. I built a brand. Because here's the thing, I'm one of the biggest Arizona hip-hop platforms. I have so much information when it comes to these artists. The way I protect these artists, it doesn't come down to Byron. There's situations where there's artists that are kidnapped, that got their chains snapped, there's guns in their heads, there's sick shit that I get sent to my DMs. And for the safety of Arizona, I don't talk about any of it. So that's why I'm just gonna say, you know what? Let me leave myself out of all that stuff.
Nah, nigga, if you're the biggest in Arizona, nigga, it's your duty to speak about this. Now, the
How you gonna let food community posted it?
That's my point. That's my point. Food community. No. Food community posted that. Food community posted that. Right? So food community posted that. That's fine. That's his people. That's the raza. Y'all gonna handle y'all situation. Me as an Arizona a person as a voice in Arizona hip hop, it's my job to highlight the good things that's happening in Arizona. You know why? Because the other shit that's happening. Hold on, let me finish. Because everybody cooked, right? The other platforms that are out there. Listen, if I don't cover it, there's people that will. I'm one of the biggest and I didn't cover it. It did millions of views. Because guess what? Y'all still covered it. It don't change if I don't cover it because it's going to get covered.
Okay.
Nah, nigga, there's people that literally want to hear what you got to say about that. That whole shit that I mentioned about you saying you love 602 Byron, that was a fan question, nigga.
Oh my God.
Hope that to Arizona. The secret, whatever the secret, yeah, you don't got to expose who got robbed. You don't got to expose the secrets. I'm with you on that.
100.
I mentioned this before it was public. I never mentioned anything about 602 Byron before it was public.
100.
I agree with you there. But once it's public, you hold the people, gang.
Not only that though, hold on. Not even before it became public.
You said I love Byron. I said that before this situation happened.
According to the fans, yes.
Hey, well, look. I think.
No, stop, Pedro. I cook. Let me cook.
Cook it.
Well, wait, I said that before this situation happened. So, what then is your point?
Okay, so it looks crazy where the next week he gets these allegations thrown on him and you're just quiet about it.
Okay,
that's so crazy.
So
where's the accountability?
I said I love 602 Byron as an artist. Did you guys not say? No, stop. No, hell no. Listen,
I accidentally said Radio Joe's name.
What did you say? Okay, no. Watch this. Watch this shit, bro. Watch. What did you say about 602 Byron?
Last week.
Next point. Next topic then. Because if you can't remember what you said, don't pinpoint what I said. Because it's documented.
I've already addressed that due to allegations. I stopped talking about 602 Byron. Are you gonna listen? Because I already I've been stopped talking about 602 Byron. So I have nothing to say because I've been on about the allegations and I've been stopped talking about it months ago, nigga. Okay, so I have nothing to say about it. Because I've been about the allegations. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I love somebody or fuck with somebody or promote somebody. And I know these allegations. I didn't mention it to the public. I kept that shit quiet.
Why you ain't posted back then? Why you ain't posted back then? If you knew about it back then, who you protecting?
The fact that I don't have 100%. And I said, wait, listen. This shit is
walking. You not really do this shit, bro.
Listen. I never posted again because I felt like it was on the street niggas to go handle that. Like how I said in my video, go watch that shit. I felt like it's on the street niggas to handle that. When niggas came and told me, I'm like, why you telling me, nigga, go handle that thing, nigga, if you got the proof.
That's my point. Well, why talk to me about it? I'm an Arizona hip hop. Go talk to the people that do street shit. There's killers that do politics in the street. They handle that in the street. So do what y'all do. And when y'all want to talk about podcasts, when y'all want to push this shit forward, come see me.
Okay, so when it comes to, I hear you.
Go to other platforms and go tell them about how you beefing with that hood. When you come to MJ platform, you're not going to talk about the beef that you beefing with over there. You're not going to talk about them dead bodies. You're going to come here on my stage and you're going to push forward. We're not doing no this shit. We're not doing no academics. We're not doing the other homies.
I hear you.
We're pushing positive. I'm sorry.
Here's where we really back. Here's where we really back to get back to the point. Because I don't want the point to get lost in the options, okay? At the end of the day, my whole point is, from a fan's perspective, bro, since you are the biggest person in Arizona hip hop, you gotta come and trash 602 Byron. But he's saying, yo, the allegations are crazy. I personally, like, just even at least saying to the world that I just rather not speak about it due to my relationship with them, that would have been enough. But there was people hitting me up because they want to know how you feel. So, you know what I mean? That nigga. Like,
hey, well, we found out. That's why we got the No Cosign podcast.
Look, I chose to stay out of it too. I chose not to turn on it too. So is certain things like that are we supposed to just bring it up without putting our opinion on it, or do we have the choice to just not talk about it at all?
So you want us to promote it? So that's what I'm trying to ask. Like, it's okay if I just post it and promote it and shed whatever light it's gonna do, but not just speak on it and give our honest opinions on it. But you just want us to just post it as a page in Arizona Hip Hop.
You mentioned DJ Academics earlier. You know Grant, not Grant Wizard. Who's the other dude? The one that got caught up taking pictures of little girls and shit. What's his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Give me a clue.
Fuck, I forgot his name. It was one of Academics homies type shit. Fuck.
Lil Boom.
Fuck. He was like a rapper or something. Lil Boom. Academics came online and cried about it and addressed it because he owed that to his community. That's all I'm saying. Niggas not saying MJ, you're a horrible person. Niggas is saying, bro, even if you got a cry, your brand was somewhere associated with 602 Byron at some point.
It's associated with all Arizona artists, not just 602 Byron. If you're an Arizona artist, I'm pushing for you. I stand out there in the cold with a protest sign and I says, hey, Arizona hip hop, not just 602 Byron. So I try to cover it as a whole.
Yeah. Look, I will say it's fair. It's fair for him to say that for sure. It's fair. It's fair for sure to MJ to say that for sure.
Post as many people as you and Fireplug. I'm not taking that from you. How many? Because you could also school me on this too. Outside of maybe FOF, maybe how many hood vlogs did you do? Because you did a hood vlog with 602 Byron now. So there's people who might feel like your brand that like you're a little bit more closer associated with them. They might see a hood vlog and then mix it with what they.
No, but the thing is though, I get MJ's brand though. MJ's not branding that way, and I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? I think I can also respect Dylan's point of view as well. I think we caught MJ in a moment where we were talking about 602 Byron, so it's kind of easy to pinpoint that and try to attack him on that. We could have been talking about anybody. We would, you know, if he was saying he loved anybody, then we would have been on his ass. You know what I mean? But I think, if that's his brand of hip hop. And same thing with Fireplug. If you don't want to get in the messy shit, you don't want to do the no jumper shit, let's be honest, even Food Community's post was a little bit clean. You know what I mean? If we're gonna go like trying to full blown attack Byron and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
They posted of
Yep.
Okay, I'm not giving a pass on this. Please, I know it makes me look so bad, but it's okay. I stand out there with posters as cars drive by me and laugh, so it's all right. But the whole point is like, it's Food Community. You're a Rasa platform. 602 Byron, a lot of people from this stage and beyond, they give his credit. He's the guy that's doing a lot for Arizona hip hop. They never posted that type of shit. Then the minute this type of shit happens, you guys post that. And hey, I don't speak on outside politics. That's you guys. That's y'all. But it's just like
right there. You cooking? Nah, you cooking.
Hey, no, you know what's crazy? It's like you're not even fucking lying, MJ. But I will say this: I do think Food Community, as much as they support Raza from all over the country,
smoked home for what?
Hold on. But as much as they do support as much Raza from around the country, they're really only targeting big markets. You know what I mean? I think they've gotten a lot of criticism throughout the year of them not really targeting some of these smaller markets like a Phoenix, like a Denver, like a Washington. So I agree with you on that point. But I also think that, I don't want to say it's definitely not a dub for Arizona. I don't know what to say it was. It shed some light over there, though. I don't know. He said straight L. That is a straight L. Not gonna front. He got his ass whooped. The allegations is bad. We out here looking horrible.
We got a Barbie, nigga.
Talk about it.
We got motherfucking Cactus Boys.
Talk about it.
DZ, nigga.
Talk about it.
Hothead, nigga. We got motherfucking all these dope ass artists, nigga.
Let's get to that.
My nigga. We got so many hometown heroes that we can champion, my nigga. Like, hell no, that shit on everything. Arizona look good. We make Arizona look good, and I get it. I'm sorry, MJ, that we had to bring up this topic. I'm sorry I put you in that position. But at the end of the day, nigga, these are touchy things that people want to talk about. They want us to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As long as we address it, as long as we put it on the table and let people know how we feeling, I mean, people are gonna run with it the way they want to run with it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I think that's about the fairest you can cover something of that sensitivity as well.
And I'm not gonna lie though, does this show how great of a marketing fucking engineer this motherfucker Byron is, being able to take a moment that's supposed to be the ultimate L, and to some degree is like a big fat fucking L, and turn this to some moment of virality, which again, I don't even know if it's a dub, but look, I was online and I even seen Radio Jules saying that she stopped the radio that damn near gave a monologue just to get just on some rest in peace shit. She didn't even know that this fool was capping. That's marketing. Y'all look disappointed,
It's like we go. I mean, I'm gonna be a dad someday, brother. So it's like hip hop don't overrule none of that shit. But at the same time, man, I love this place. This my home. These my people. So it's like it puts us in a fucked up place, brother.
What does AZ need at that point? Hey, Fireplug, we can't hear you.
Hey, bro, look, man.
There you go.
Fucking every other week we seeing all these fucking Cali man, bro. Look, Arizona can never look bad, bro. The same shit happened in LA, nigga. Like the same shit happened in Sacramento, nigga. The same shit happened in fucking New York, nigga.
Next week is a new news cycle, bro. Like just like no jumper. Some shit happened, they run with it, and then next week it's a whole new another shit that's new, and we're running with this week. Like so,
literally facts.
Yeah,
outside of this podcast, nigga, this is probably the last little run of virality that situation got until like maybe he gets an interview with someone or something like that. Oh, do y'all feel like that post is gonna segue into a full community interview? You feel like that could be like a end goal type shit? Like,
I don't. Not with those allegations, you know. It's like I think the look at you even had DC Baby Draco comment on the whole situation. I think the fact that it got so viral, went into the LA hemisphere, and it was able to get fucking a full community post. That's about as far as it's gonna go. Unfortunately, I think if he does do an interview on Food Community, it will be one of the biggest like letdowns for Arizona, in my opinion. Only because I don't think he's addressed the allegations the way that, at least for me, I would like for him to address them. And again, he's kind of stuck in a situation where no matter what, people are gonna say he did what he did. And even if he does prove it, like how far does he have to go? If there's no paperwork, there's no paperwork, right? I know people have shown screenshots of his ex-homie or his homie that had some shit that going on and stuff like that, but that still don't got nothing to do with him directly. But they do say you are who you associate yourself with, so you never know, man. Again, you got to keep that shit in mind.
Yeah, that's what I said. I feel like it's on both sides to low-key show a little bit more proof. Like both parties need to show more proof.
Facts.
Yeah, we can move on to the next subject. What else we got on the topic list? OG Pedro.
Hold on. Let me see. What you got to say, Fireplug? What happened? Say that?
I said, speaking of both sides, bro, we got the East and the West, Tucson and Phoenix. Hey, look, a year ago, I caught flat because I've been said, nigga, Tucson rappers outwork Phoenix rappers, nigga. And they music a little bit better. Maybe not all the way. Maybe I'm capping on that part. But they do outwork you Phoenix niggas, nigga. Let's rap about it, nigga.
We go 4 for 4 real quick.
Go ahead.
So we go Booter, we go Kevo, we go yeah, that's what I meant. Bully, Kevo. Damn, where did I just go? The dude. God, what's his name? He got a viral ass song on iTunes. His name Katie or Kyrie.
Okay, Kyrie.
Kyrie Dottie.
Kyrie Dottie. All right, we'll go 3 for 3. So who would you say, since you said Tucson, or do you have a better 3?
Are we talking about numbers here? We talking about talent here?
Yeah, like 3 for 3. Like
Hey, just give me 3. Hey, look at little.
Go ahead.
My bad. But little side note here. I think the biggest content creator out of Tucson, I don't know if y'all know who that is though, is Blake Blossom. I'm just saying, that's the biggest content creator out of Tucson. Ain't nobody ever heard of nothing out of Tucson besides that.
Who the fuck is Blake Blossom?
Hey, bro, what the hell? This is like. Oh, oh man, she's a tutor, bro. Basically,
She's a star, a certain type of star.
I was ready for a serious conversation. Go ahead, man.
My bad, yeah.
I think King got hella more rappers, but hey, Hothead K out of Tucson, bro. He might be one. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bro might be one to take the next step for everybody.
He got that hard shit for sure. Pause, you know what I mean? On some fucking, like, that shit sound like the next level drill type shit. I will say, I fuck with Tucson rappers because they really got that fucking old school cowboy energy, nigga. You know what I mean? You're going over there and you just like, these fools are outlaws for real out there type shit. That's that type of energy I get out there.
Bro, you cannot call any type of G-Funk style drill, bro. That's out of pocket, gang.
What? Hey, no. Hothead don't do no drill. What are you talking about? I mean, no G-Funk.
I feel like that shit started with Valley Club, bro. That shit's hella out of pocket, bro. G-Funk drill?
Yeah,
Any Cali style, bro.
Hey, look. I don't know what G-Funk drill is, but there was a point where I seen like damn near all y'all post these little niggas for surprise. I was playing the Rolling 60s or something. They were like Motel 6. I was mad at all y'all, gang. I won't lie.
What's their name?
They could be with it. They could be the most with it.
I fuck this thing, bro. He burnt out like me, bro.
Hey, that little nigga Big Brother just hit me. Just got out the pen.
Oh, what are you talking about? With it? I was still mad.
He said, "Fuck is you talking about?"
That PDO video that was posted on Valley Club.
Hey, look, I think I get what you're saying. You call it G-Funk drill? Is that the Cali drill? Is that what you mean?
I said any type of sound that comes from G-Funk, which is Cali style, is not drill music, bro. That's G-Funk.
I don't consider no EBK J-Bo no type of funk. That shit is some West Coast drill, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
EBK J-Bo's drill without a doubt. You can't deny that.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't no G-Funk in that.
Drill is the South. Drill is the Southwest style. That's not even West Coast. We don't make drill music.
No, drill is murder music. Once you start talking about the opposite, distant opposites, drill isn't a sound. People think that drill music is some type of beat, but no, nigga. The New York niggas, they only do K beats, and UK beats don't sound like the fucking Chicago beats. The Jacksonville beats don't sound like the Chicago beats. The drill is like a feeling in the music, nigga. Drill is like murder music, nigga. Like
I agree.
And EBK J-Bo is murder music, nigga. That's drill, nigga.
Out there, they got drills. They got ops, bro. We pull skits. We got suckers. It's a whole different energy. We're not drilling out here. We slide.
But historically, California, they never dissed the dead in their music. And EBK J-Bo, this is the dead and smokes on ops and shit.
Look, I will say though, the North has always been a little bit different because fucking Brother Lynch was always on that tip. You know what I mean? And he come from the SAC actually, so that kind of falls in line with that whole genre. It's like his one of his biggest songs was called EBK. Yeah. Low to the brain, insane, every day, all day, it's EBK, man. That shit was hard. I don't give a fuck. That motherfucker snap.
Look, I get it, you know what I mean? Cali, y'all always want to be different, bro, but that's the real music, man. It's okay.
No, and you know what though? I think it's a North Cal sound. I don't even think it's really a Soul Cal sound. I think I agree with the whole G-Funk and sliding is part of like the Soul Cal sound. Cause they're not making that fucking up-tempo, fast-paced type of music like you hear up in the SAC and up in fucking Stockton and shit like that. So I think that right there is a little bit different type of music than what SoCal makes for sure. And the closest thing I could put like fucking that EPK type of sound to is drill. Cause it's like I can have that shit in the same playlist as a fucking Little Durk and King Von and shit like that for sure.
Can I add on to that though? Here's also why I feel like EBK J-Bo is definitely a drill rapper.
And there's LA rappers like Jay Rex. He got the song "Not a Regular Him" when he gets on the EBK J-Lo type beats, but it's not drill music. Like he's not talking about it's just a regular song. Damn near. It's not like murder, murder, kill, kill. I just feel this out. I'm smoking this hop. It's just a song damn near. Like he might have a little distance because it's LA. You know what I mean? They have a little distance, but it's not like such a fucking murderous song. You know what I mean?
Hey, let me ask before y'all continue a little bit though, because we almost getting off topic though. So then, who makes the best slide-in or drill music? Is it Phoenix or Tucson? Because I feel like low key both cities do be making that type of music.
Yeah, that's not Phoenix. When it comes to the quote unquote Phoenix drill, Phoenix got the legends. But Tucson, they got some heavy hitters though, like X5, JQ9, Hothead, like X5, JQ9. They got some niggas that's in there. They punching, nigga. They punching everything.
Hey, Phoenix got some drill too.
No, I'm gonna so soft down. I mean, shit. I don't want to say Phoenix. I think in numbers wise, but Tucson definitely has talent. But Phoenix just is like super outnumbers them in terms of rappers. Like it's like 50,000 Phoenix rappers, but then there's like 100 dope ass, let's say 30 dope ass Tucson rappers, but there's like 70. Feel me? Like, but it's I can't. I don't know how to do that.
I feel you.
Sometimes I think more about the Tucson rappers though. Like there's a billion Phoenix rappers. But like when Tucson pops out, like they pop out, you know what I mean? Because like I said, Gentry 9 X5, they really have like that one like big song, but that's just at like 100K on like Battle Club.
Are they consistent?
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. They're not consistent, but they popped out one time. They held the numbers, and you know what I mean? The streets, you know.
Yeah, like Kevo. When Kevo dropped, this shit go yay. When Kyrie Gotti dropped, this shit go yay. So
yeah, exactly. OD, he did numbers too. I remember at one point I seen he was doing numbers on like Spotify and shit. I don't know where he's at right now as far as music, but yeah, like they got artists that like.
Oh damn.
My boy Dylan done froze out. His motherfucking phone probably died or something. But look it, I'm gonna make this verdict right now. I'm gonna say that. Man, okay, like taking away the drill aspect of it, right? Obviously, I'm gonna say Phoenix got better music, but if we gonna talk about like the whole gangster or hardcore type of music scene, I do think fucking Tucson low-key be gotten some crazy ass motherfucking sounds out there. So I'll give them that. I think they're a lot more raw and authentic in Tucson, but I do think they're a little bit more polished and consistent in Phoenix.
I would love to see like more hip hop platforms, like even when Dylan get back in here. Like if we spent time in Tucson, if we kind of like integrated more with Tucson, like just try to see about. I don't know. You don't really see too much content of Tucson for some reason. Am I tripping?
They don't got no platforms. Hey, look, they got platforms in Tucson, but they look, this is the thing with these platforms. I feel like people build platforms, right? And I think we're even us too. It's like we're at that point now where we built these social media platforms, and the next step is to like create an experience for our followers and fans. And I think that's what we're lacking. You know, the experiences that are available from some of these platforms are not the best or not what people are celebrating. So I think that even in Tucson and in Phoenix, like we gotta definitely step up that experience factor for all our followers and fans.
Oh God, bro, and that shit just make a nigga cause a nigga need these bands and these resources.
Yeah.
Shit, God, you work in mysterious, miraculous ways. So man, we're just gonna let go and let God.
You know what? What do y'all? How do y'all? Oh, go ahead, Firefly. I think you was about to say something.
Outside of Arizona, bro, like who is really hot rap right now?
This shit
different. Double XL. Y'all seen that Double XL cover?
I didn't even know they have this year's cover list.
I mean, two rappers.
No, Dylan was just talking about that when he said we're gonna talk about it later. Shit, we gotta retouch when he get back in here. But they did put out an article that hip hop is there's no This is the first time in over since 2010 that there's no hip hop songs on certain billboards, or the hip hop genre isn't charting, or something of that nature. But that's hella telling, bro. Keep it funky. I think in 5 to 10 years, people gonna call me crazy. In 5 to 10 years, drill music, real violent, real gritty music will no longer be here. I promise.
Look, I think that with what drill music is the second iteration of gangster rap. In the 90s, we had gangbanging music that was on the mainstream forefront out the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? And I think what drill music was pretty much an amplified version of that in today's day and age and shit like that. So I don't think it's going anywhere. I think though we are going through a point in cycle where that is not going to be what we're interested in or in the norm of. Again, Ja Rule had a whole run because nobody was making gangster music like that no more. Everybody was fucking with the pop shit. Everybody was fucking with the Ashantis and singing. You know what I'm saying? So
where's the entertainment in rap now though? Like, where's the even R&B? Where's the singer dancers? They got Omarion, Chris Brown.
No personalities that again.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, facts.
No personalities no more.
Remember Busta Rhymes videos? How they used to be all like fucking just crazy off the wall and shit, and Missy Elliott
that's a good point. That makes me wonder, do you guys think that drill music kind of ruined rap then? You know what I mean? Because we were kind of like, when you said that right there with the whole music video aspect, what went viral when Chief Keef did the I Don't Like video? The fact that he was able to do it out his home, on house arrest, with a low budget ass camera, and they just fucking right there going, you know what I mean, like you know what I mean, just showing out, doing their whole Dougie, you know what I'm saying, on a like 2-shot type of tape. You know what I mean? That proved right there you didn't need $1 million budget to go viral. That proved that you can use a little fucking handheld camera and go viral with it. What happened after that? Nobody was doing $1 million videos no more. Now, that was a great thing, right? Because it did open up doors for Lyrical Lemonade, Elevator, and other platforms that are a little bit smaller and independent to start growing in their niche. But now that we're looking at it in hindsight, did that shit kind of ruin some of the artistic value that hip hop used to be involved in?
Where's the art in drill music?
In the rap.
a little metaphor every now and then.
Yeah, in the rap. You know what I mean?
The storytelling is dope, but what I mean, like you said, Busta Rhymes, he gave you different elements. There's Dylan back.
Yeah, Dylan.
Now we're hearing clear. We're hearing clearly.
Hell yeah.
I think it's like y'all can hear me because last week y'all was hearing me, I guess, but the other people weren't. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna make sure. I didn't really get enough time this week, to be honest, to like optimize the system a little bit, but I'm definitely gonna be doing that, especially once we already move into the spot. Like, I'm gonna be getting that shit a lot more professionally done. I'm gonna actually have the homie Prime from Food Community come pull up, and he's gonna actually help us set up over there. So yeah, so we're gonna make sure we get everything A1 for sure, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking into like a camera from my laptop so I can stream off of here, like, and then I can just plug my mic into the laptop instead.
Hey, but if you can hear us, we were talking about that point. Remember how you were just bringing up the point how hip hop is not in the charts or something of that nature?
It's not in the what?
Remember how you were saying like hip hop, like the significance of hip hop isn't what it used to be. Like there's no hip hop songs in the top charts or some shit of that nature. You read an article like that? Because I seen an article similar to that. So we just touching up on that, how hip hop is basically dying.
I think it can come back though. I feel like if niggas get away from like the murder, kill, artists are liabilities.
That's literally what we talking about.
Rappers are liabilities. So yeah, like I'm sure y'all touched on like. So yeah, what's understood don't got to be explained. Like,
No.
Go ahead.
You think there's gonna be? You think there's gonna be drill music in 5 to 10 years?
I think there will, but I think it's gonna take a back seat for a bit. I feel like what people don't acknowledge is that like the music industry kind of like swings a little bit. Like like I want to say I'll just go back to like 2012. We'll start there. It was like ASAP Rocky. All these niggas were coming out 2010 through 2012. Mac Miller. It was more of like a lyrical / funner time in hip hop. Then boom, nigga, Chief Keef comes like 2013 and all that shit. Drill music. We're in the murder era. Lil Durk, Lil Reese, all these killers, all these killers. Boom, Bobby Schmurder gets locked up. Chief Keef kind of fall off for a bit. Durk kind of fall off for a bit. It falls back for a bit. The SoundCloud rappers come. They make the shit fun again. We got Lil Yachty. It's coming in for this song. All that extra shit. So it's like, it's just a natural swing of hip hop. I just hope hip hop could catch the masses again, because I feel like there are a lot of people like myself, like nigga, I listen to a lot of Morgan Wallen and dancehall, like outside of like when I'm listening to rap. I probably listen to that more than rap. I watch podcasts more than I listen to rap, honestly, guys. Like, I'll be real with you. So it's like,
I think the amount of music that comes out is one issue with it, because like, where are the hits? I remember I said last week, like, where I was talking to somebody, it's like my boys technically they need a real hit to push them over the edge. You feel me? Where are the hits? We're making very quick factors out here, and it's like, y'all seen that iPods and CDs are making a comeback?
Yeah, I did see that.
Wait.
Hey, that's gonna bring the hustlers back out the front.
Hey, but Dylan, you my bad, Fireplug, you brought up a great point. Cause I don't want to say we don't have hits, but you do got a great point. Where's the undeniable music?
Look, I think this. I was just thinking about this right now. It's like, okay, when we was young and we was consuming music, right? We actually had some really great shows to go along with the music. Rap City, fucking 106, fucking even TLC, for how lame they were and fucking corny. They still were providing a platform where they commentated on the videos, interviewed the artists, and still had a top 10. You know what I mean? And so we were consuming music the whole time. I think that part of the music industry is missing. Like when we like Dylan had just said, we'd rather listen to Joe Budden just talk for 3 hours instead of actually like watch a top 10 and then watch like 5 minutes of him commentating. We want to hear him talk some bullshit.
Bro, there was one time I go to Colorado, dude. It's a 13-hour drive. I played 3 Joe Budden episodes all the way there. I did not play one song. I listened to podcast all the way up there. I didn't care to listen to no music.
Are we getting old though, bro? I used to just slap all day. I would start the car until the shit slapping. Now it's like, man, what?
I got a point to this.
I've been forcing myself to get back into music.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Now, being out here in LA, especially like surveying the scene out here, even when I got back into the Arizona scene, I had to definitely force myself to get back into listening to music. Again, that's where I think that love aspect of it is like, where is it at? We're trying to find those places where we can go because we love this shit, where we can just enjoy the content. Instead, now it's like we're almost forced to go out there and find this shit and actually create it because there's nobody providing that median of entertainment and showing new music at the same time. So I think that's kind of where we're at with it. Fuck, I forgot my other point that I was gonna say right now though. My fault.
No, but that's a great point because it's our obligation to do so, but then it's also to our detriment because we go with these resources that we don't have to do so, and then we burn out, and then it's hard to be consistent.
Yeah. Nah, for sure, man. That shit is a crazy thing. But you know what? Let's see what the hell else is on the fucking agenda, because I know we got some other topics.
You gotta really love this shit to do this shit for pennies on the dime. You posting, oh my god, bro! Like, everybody's like,
yeah, hip hop is in a funny place for sure. You know, but it's a great moment of opportunity too.
Can we address Fireplug's gang affiliations? No, I'm trolling.
I was about to say, you see Fireplug, he's all, you found my middle school pictures?
Who could I remember?
He had the pose and everything, huh? Oh man, that's crazy as hell.
I'm only now, dude.
They know each other. Look, they from
I'm only now, dude. Wait, what I do? Nah, you gotta be watched, bro.
Hey, look, they doing background checks on each other, Pedro.
Facts. Hey, you know what? You can't trust Dylan. I don't give a fuck. You can't trust this motherfucker. He will go in on your ass.
I used to pretend like I was him, bro. I know his whole life story.
Hey, Dylan, bro, this nigga Dylan really do background checks. This nigga asked me, "What's up with YEA?" Oh, bro.
Nah, you wanna know the truth, MJ? Did you used to work at like a group home or something, huh?
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah, one of my boys used to work with you. And when we had our little, or when I had my function at the wing, and you not responding, I guess. But when I was doing that shit, fucking, he was like, I know I was just again, like he was the one that told me that he was in YA, and also I know niggas who know niggas that was in that shit. But yeah, no, I didn't even know actual fact. I don't know. I'm not lacking 100, nigga. I don't go looking niggas up.
Oh shit, he know about that. He said, "What's up with your hood?" He asked Fire Pro, "What you
I'm gonna pin that nigga pile up on the left. About what you tell him. Tell him about me, bro.
He's about to get up on him. Hey man, so hey, real quick though, I do want to talk about some of these figures that are getting up there. Hey, but I do want to talk about some of these figures that are kind of blowing up on the content shit and not really on the music shit, aka Maze Major and Lil Chucky. What do y'all feel about them? Have y'all checked out their content? These little fools have been kind of going viral. They're kind of doing hip hop. What do y'all think?
Mazer.
Thugging. What does he say? I'm thugging. I'm really thugging. What does he say? And then you got Lil Chucky who just dropped his vlog, and like I actually know the homie that did the vlog. His name Nova. Man, young talented dude, young homie, definitely a grinder. He's a worker, so shout out to Nova and doing his Dougie. Fucking but yeah, he actually shot that vlog with him. That food might be gold, man. I think he's a little bit of content gold, you know, if you know how to, you know, if you can make content with him.
I agree. He is good content, but Chucky, brother, you been acting a fool recently. Don't make me get the belt again. You see AR Youngin, he ain't say none of that Phoenix shit since I put him in check.
Woo!
You see what happened, nigga? I don't need the Mormons too, nigga. Wait, was they talking about you when they said AR Youngin said his dudes said they can't come out here?
They talking about Dylan.
His dudes can't come out here because he ain't got no goons, nigga.
Oh, this nigga Dylan making statements now. Crazy. Hey, you know what, MJ? You very smart, brother. You're very smart on staying out of this shit. I'll say that. I was saying MJ really smart of staying out of the bullshit, because this nigga Dylan is over here fucking running amok right now.
Hey, look, I promise you, look, everybody listen. AR Youngin, he doesn't live his raps, brother. Like,
Hey, but look, this the thing though, bro. Cause I spoke to our sister. I'll forget it, but we kind of like, it sound bunk, but it's like, we gotta give him that pass, bro.
what pass?
Like, it sound weird, but here's the thing, bro. If that's his persona, bro, if you do that, bro, you like niggas fucking up the way he feed his family. So regardless, we might know the truth. Cool, solid, cool, all right. But it ain't our obligation to tell the word. I mean, this shit just like.
Yeah, I'm a rebuttal after MJ. I'm a rebuttal after MJ.
The reason why I don't like, you know what I mean? Why you like MJ stay out of that? I just be like, I don't want to tear nobody down, bro. That's all. I don't want to tear nobody down.
I hear what MJ's saying. Hold on, let me say something real quick, because I'm gonna say this. Look, I hear what you're saying, MJ, and I could get that angle of it. But this is the way I view things. Dylan, by him making content about this shit, just helped AR Youngin. just helped AR Young and get a little bit more out there. Just helped him get a little bit more relevant in the content space. Whether it's a little funny jab or a little bit of a humor content, he's not going out of his way and saying some disrespectful shit. He's just making some lighthearted content, right? So I do think that type of shit though does help. Like, look at Rich Rabbit when he slams the trunk on motherfuckers. Not everybody's whack on that shit, you know what I mean? But it's funny. It makes me tune in, and it actually helps me find some of the artists, because it's like, oh, who's he gonna slam the trunk on? I'm actually gonna listen to this to see if it's trash.
In that sense, yeah, because that's entertainment. But for like how I see it with us or like other hip hop platforms too, is like when they go in on certain artists. I'm not even just talking about anybody on, like us, but I'll see some rappers, some platforms. They be like, man, this rapper sucks, man. This shit is trash. I'm like, I get it. That's good because maybe they go back to the studio and cook up, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know.
Okay, so you don't believe that all publicity is good publicity then?
He didn't do the whole tough guy shit. Look, Chucky, I did the whole belt shit with him. Chucky posted it. It was funny. It's a joke. It's not. It's content.
Moved on.
AR Youngie, he wants to act like he's really like that, and he want to talk shit to me. So he's gonna get this. If he had laughed about it, I wouldn't even mention him right now.
Yeah, that's it.
But he want to act tough. You know, show me something tough, nigga.
Ooh, okay, see now I will agree right here is where we're kind of going a little bit too much, you know what I mean? Like, as my opinion, maybe Dylan want all the smoke and he don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? But for me, it's like...
No, you keep my city out your mouth, nigga. Phoenix goals, nothing, nigga, what the fuck?
Hey, he ain't capping. That made me feel prideful. I'm like, yo, you know what, Dylan? You right, motherfucker. Fuck all that, man. You right. You right. Hey, he is talking about the city. I'm like, yo, you know what? He is talking about my city. I can't allow that.
I would highly ask y'all if y'all could all just run promo, not slanderous promo, but promo for AR Youngin. I'm not a hater. I still want Bro to win. Because if he wins, I'm on his ass.
Because I want to say this point. Pedro, you brought up a great point, because in LA, niggas run plays for the betterment of niggas' careers and niggas' brands. So if niggas in the DMs like, between me and you, we gonna run the play? You eat over there, I eat over here, we double it back. Okay, solid. But if it's just like, not like that, because LA niggas is doing it and they benefiting off of it. They saying, oh, he's not this, he's not that, but in the DMs, I'm gonna say this, and then you're gonna say that. We're gonna come to the podcast.
Yeah.
We're gonna run the content, we're gonna collaborate on the content, both of our shit boom. So it's like, if we could DM one another and be like, hey, I'm gonna run this on you, you reply like this, make it look like, and then we're gonna sit down, then we could run plays like they do. Like, in that sense, solid, I'm with that.
And I don't know about AR Youngin, but I'm benefiting from it for sure. I made 42 cents off his name,
nigga.
Hey, look, I made like $5 on Chop Sound name so far. AR Youngin, get your name up.
Damn, my nigga is throwing shots at AR Youngin. I ain't gonna cap, bro. I'm definitely clipping this.
Niggas finna see me at the show like, you fucking with what Dylan said, MJ? Look, bro.
Hey, you got...
Peace. Like, come in peace.
Man, that shit crazy, man. Nah, yeah, definitely got him with the Mexican. I know nothing. You know what I mean? I know nothing. All right, man.
What other topics we got?
You know what? We definitely running down to the last few topics, man. But let's quick shout outs to everybody that we got up in the chat real quick, man. Shout out to the motherfucking Cold Steppers. Cam get it done in the motherfucking chat. Shout out to the homie right there. Shout out to the homie Chunky Chan from Plug In Podcast, man. They doing their Dougie. They definitely showing love to the city. You know what I'm saying? So, Yep. Shout out to the homies. Shout out to everybody showing love. So that's what I wanted to make sure we get off the chest before anything else.
Oh shit. Never mind.
Go ahead. Go. Say it.
I can't because I don't got permission to say it.
Hey, can I say one thing though?
Of course.
Man, I hate to change the energy of all this, but some someone who sat on this couch right here, someone who I had the chance to interview for the first time at the tender age of 16, has passed away several days ago. And I just want to share my condolences to his family, share my condolences to just everyone involved, because it's a very young man, died before the age of 20. I had the chance to have his interview here on these couches, and it always sucks because this is the second person that has passed away under the age of 21 that I had the chance to interview that sat on these couches. And it always sucks because it's like, we have these conversations like the streets and how we're going to venture out of it, how one day we're going to be successful, we're going to put Arizona on, or we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then, this type of situation happens. So, I don't have details in terms of what happened, whatnot. I just know that he's no longer here with us in the flesh, and, condolences to his family.
Condolences.
And to the young artists out there, take care of yourself. There's people that love you and people that expect for you to come home every night. And when you don't, it shifts everything in life. So just young artists out there, just be mindful of your words and how you carry yourself.
Yeah, I can second that. Like, just like how we were saying, like, before, like, how the music industry is kind of off of, like, the whole gangster shit and whatnot. Like, just, the one thing I can say for sure, too, is, like, look back at that 2020 through 2023 era in Phoenix. Like, it was kind of a dark cloud. Or, like, yeah, it was, like, a lot of artists, like, GG Dave, Beer, 1800 PZ that came out, but it was kind of a dark cloud over the city, like behind the scenes of the music type shit. And I don't want to see no shit like that happen again. Like let's just make music, nigga. Like, oh God, like let's just make music and I'll get rich, nigga. Oh God.
Yeah, oh God, oh my mama, man, oh my mama.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of opportunities for a lot of artists out there, and like especially if they just learn how to WWE this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? People do want to be entertained and they do like the drama, but let's keep it on wax. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make sure we keep it on the internet. Like, if it's the internet shit, let it be on the internet then. Like, you know what I mean? They don't have to get real life, and we don't have to involve people's families or nothing like that. So, unfortunate situation. Rest in peace to the young homie, man. Like, for sure, man. It's always sad.
He went by the name of Yaya, so.
Yeah. Rest in peace to the homie Yaya, man.
And one more thing, y'all. I want y'all to know this. I can't speak for this year yet because the numbers didn't come out, but Phoenix PD solved 80% of the murders last year. 80%.
Oh, you want another cliffhanger? Let's just say in a few months there'll be some big Ricos coming.
Here?
In Arizona.
Well, so, you on your Flacco shit. How you know that?
Listen, man. The people
you on your Flacco shit is crazy.
No, because the difference is the people that need to know, they're already aware of it. I'm pretty late. So I'm saying to the people out there, the same way you said they solved a lot of shit. So that would mean that there's overarching grand. So I'm just saying, come November, come December time, it's gonna get real Mickey.
Well, you better be putting up a story on this type of shit, MJ, because I'm already on some nigga. What the fuck? How you ain't saying nothing but saying a lot? You know what I'm saying?
After I want to see your swamp story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't get into that. You know what I mean? Everybody that's I mean. But,
Hey, well, you know what? Well,
saying that, MJ.
Yeah.
But look at how about this though? I know MJ, you don't do that type of content, right? But would you give the alley-oop to one of the homies? Like, if you're like, you know what, bro, I came across this story, but I don't do this type of content. Here, Dylan, you want to run with it? Would you do something like that, or how do you feel about that? Or are you just like, you know what? If it's something I don't like, I'm just not touching it.
That's tough because that's like. If you're like, nah, bro, I'm willing to take on what comes with this, and then I'm like, are you sure? Like, that would kind of make me a weird person to be like, shit, I guess he willing to take on what comes with this.
Wait. First off, Dylan's not just posting anything. Dylan only posts what's in the fucking public. We not posting no behind the scenes shit. Dylan ain't that messy now.
Okay, that's what I was like,
if it's the public, Dylan will talk about it.
Okay.
Behind the scenes shit, Dylan will keep that to himself.
Hey, no, but there's a lot of information that's out in the public that nobody knows about, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I'm not doing nothing that's getting no indictments. Like,
I mean, let's say this: when there's 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds down the street, do you think that no one's paying attention?
exactly.
So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, I don't know if we still got this topic on the topic list, but niggas who follow me on my Instagram for the past like 2 months, I've been going in on PIMPs, PIMPSs, because you know what I mean. I don't got nothing against, you know what I mean. Look, if she choosing, you know, let her choose, let her do her life. But there has to be an age on that limit, and if y'all ain't out here checking the niggas, because look, here's what I'll say. I see multiple interviews where I see like more so for Cali. The gangs, they check that shit. The gang members, they check that shit. If someone's in the gang, they'll check that shit. But the pimps, y'all need to check each other, nigga. And I look at all pimps weird until y'all do something different. I don't give a fuck. Until I start seeing different, y'all all weird to me. I don't give a fuck.
And that's a solid point. But who can we hold accountable? Like, there's no group. There's no.
Yeah. Let Fireplug say something.
The minors is crazy, bro. I don't think that's the majority of pimps out here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has every time it's an indictment, there's always minors, gang. Every indictment. And you can look the videos up online. Anytime you see a pimp getting arrested, 9 times out of I'll not to say 9 times. 5 times out of 10, when you watch some police body cams, nigga, they be having little 13-year-olds and shit, like how MJ said, like that shit's going on out there. Whether it's the majority, the minority, or somewhere in between, it needs to be checked.
Yeah, nah. Who does like in charge, though? You know what I'm saying? It ain't for no minor either, nigga. It ain't for no minor either, so.
Hey, look, check this out though. I do think I think they're look, it makes it tricky for anybody fucking with that type of shit, right? It's just like anybody in any organization though, like, you know, they gotta weed out those bad apples if that's the game they gonna be playing, you know. Is the game getting dirtier or are the players becoming a little bit more rogue? You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting.
For killing teenagers and shit.
Yeah, no. That's out.
Every day for gang violence. I'm not out here crucifying gangs for that.
You know, but look, the game.
Wait. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, what I'll say is though is that I mean like there's rules to everything, right? So even like these gangs who are a little bit more structured, whatever, they got their own rules, and if you step out of bounds, you know, they got their own consequences to that shit. So I don't know if pimps have the same type of code or anything like that. I'm not too familiar with the pimp game, to be honest.
And okay, so when gang violence happens and like let's say like the minor like gets killed, you know what I mean, unfortunately, what percentage of that would you say it was a minor killing that other minor versus it was an adult doing it though?
It'd probably be high, to be honest. I don't know though.
Because I feel like more times out of 10, it's gonna be like another minor killing a minor, whether it's like some like shit happening at like a house party, whatever the case is. I feel like their age groups are gonna line up. Now, and you know, at the end of the day, yes, it is wrong, like because that is what comes with gangbanging and shit. But at the end of the day, it's like I would look at it more weird if it was like a gang where it was common for them to just go out and kill kids. Then I'd be like, oh yeah, your whole gang's weird type shit. Like how And I got homies, you know what I mean, that live that certain P life and shit like that or whatever. And I say that shit kind of call them out because I'm just like, bro, like at the end of the day, it's on us to check the shit as a community. And that's why I'm throwing everybody in there. It's on us to check the shit as a community. So as someone a part of the community, I'm just trying to be a little bit more vocal about it. And I'm like, hey, yo, the niggas who's more closer to the shit, if you hear about your homie doing this shit, nigga, you need to handle that shit. It like nigga, like I don't know. I see there's a video that I got a comment on that when semi-viral. It was a nigga he was taking a little girl off the blade, and we need to see more of that type shit. Like if niggas is loud about that shit, I'll give my full respect and I'll take back everything I said. Now that's like P4K from the Baby Stone Gorillas. Yeah, shit like that. Can girl catch a charge for that?
Yo, he's done. He caught an additional charge actually. Just recently.
I know that. How did nobody else know that?
Yeah, no, he.
Well, I know there's like they damn near politicking, but he's walking the main line, so people.
Hey, I'll be real. He's young though, so like, not to give any excuses, but he was probably only like 2 years age difference from said person. You know what I mean? Not saying that excuses anything, but niggas like he's young type shit. Like, and I feel like that's why he's on the main run type shit. Like, cause it's like you know what I mean? He's young.
Crazy shit, man.
Not excusing it, but I'm just saying it's like, nigga, like,
That's why it'd be hard to talk on this type of stuff, because that's why I just be like, let the niggas that be doing the type shit, the niggas. Because if you come to me in person and ask me about it, what I'm gonna say?
Hey, you're not lying. You're not lying. And I get, especially on certain topics, it's just a little bit like, yeah, let the streets handle what the streets handle for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it though, because sometimes it's just there's a line. You know what I mean? There's definitely a line to be drawn. Just depends on where you're gonna draw it. And
Hey, listen. Call me Mitch, and I'm a bitch.
hell nah, that's getting clipped.
Go ahead.
Look. I'm the biggest hoe in America.
You hear me?
I made a fucking silly putty gang. Leave me alone.
You see me? You wanna do something to that bitch ass nigga with the protest of him? You serious? Let that nigga go. Yeah, that's me.
Hey, look, check this out, man. We almost going in for 2 hours though, but I think, and we did cover most of our topics. But did y'all want to give any final remarks? Just only because I do definitely got to get off in a little bit though, unfortunately.
I want to hear something from y'all first. I want to hear about them, like about the local shows out here. Like, how do y'all feel about the local show scene, or like? Because I've heard from artists personally, but this was a few years back. But I heard personally from artists, bro, that the local shows. Nah, not the blindfolded, man. The local shows, bro, don't do nothing for them, bro. It's not, and is it on the artist to capitalize? You know, the attention they got from the show, or what's the problem here? Why are the two clicking or connecting?
Do y'all want to? I mean, if y'all want to soon, then we probably not want to touch this. But if y'all want to get into it, we get into it, because this is like a real deep topic. It's not no get out ending. It's not an outro, I would say.
No, look at check this out. Do you guys want to go first, or I'll go first on the situation?
Yeah, I'm long-winded, so y'all would have to go.
I'll go first because I feel like I have the softest take, pause. These shows and festivals, they're trying to do the best that they can do. You know what I mean? Arizona artists are hard to work with, bro. Y'all gotta cut them slack. All right, that's the best I got.
I do agree a little bit with what you just said right there. A lot of these artists just don't even have a demand to take their stuff to the next level. And so that's why you see them still, after 2-3 years, performing at the same venues. Performing at the same venues, performing at these same clubs and stuff like that with little to no progress. And it's because they don't have any motion. Now, I will not just put the blame only on the artist, because at the same time, I have not gotten a crazy like experience where I feel like I went to a show and oh man, did they throw a good show. Like, no, I never feel that way from the promoter or for the show organizer as well. So I think on both ends, they lack substance. Like, to me, they're boring, both from throwing the show perspective and from some of the lineups that we see. I do see some artists are like getting on and opening up for people, but in my opinion, some of those artists that have motion, like an 1800 PZ, a La Barbie, even a CBE, it's like, when are y'all gonna throw your own shows? When are we gonna get one of those themed experiences to where I'm getting catered to who I came to see? I don't want to come see who it is that's throwing the show, because it's usually trash. I'm gonna be honest. We already know who we're talking about. You know what I mean? It's pretty much the only people that throw the shows. Trash. But they're still putting in work. I can respect the fact that they're giving artists a platform for them to practice and get their little Dougie on. So I can't be mad at that.
Shit, for me, I'm like literally in the process of like mending my relationship with the people that, well, one of the people that we talked about that throws big shows and been doing it for a long time. And I've said what I've said. I've gone viral saying what I've said about people. They've gone viral saying what they said about me. So at this point in my career and just how I see myself being utilized for the city, there's a lot I can say. But it would be much more efficient for me to withhold what I'm going to say and build that connection and build that relationship with the people that we're referring to so that we can make change from the inside. Because if I continue to say what I say and make these makeshift stages and go create content that goes viral, sure, that's effective. But what I haven't tried is the conversation of like, okay, I get that you guys have been doing it like this for so long, but what if we give you a different approach, a different perspective, suggestion from this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, who are all useful people in this whole thing? Are you guys willing to take these ideas? That's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, man, you know what? Y'all heard me say that. I don't have to, like, you can scroll down. I say it loudly. So that's kind of where I'm at with it.
What do you think? What do you think, Fireplug?
Okay, so did you want to say anything, Kobe?
Nah, I don't really care. I ain't never been to no captivated.
So y'all just gonna go easy on them?
But I get a pass. No, let's be real. I get a pass. Why do I get a pass? Let me explain why.
I'm getting into character.
Okay. Who has said the things that I've said about the people that you guys are referring to?
No, you're right.
I think a lot of people have behind closed doors for sure.
I said it loud and proud. I got on a stage. I made a fake stage at a freaking. Come on, bro. Y'all saw that video.
Pause. Okay, pause. Never mind.
Hey, real talk though, I will say, as far as being one of the more vocal ones about the shows and how they're being curated, for sure, MJ has put a spotlight on it. I think the real issue though is that we don't have show organizers who can really replace those guys, and that's an issue. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
We get up here and we crack on them and we go, yeah, Yizzle, they scared of us.
Look,
take it from me, I promise you.
100%. I
They don't want us for it.
look.
You feel me?
I'm doing those shows, man. I look up to certain niggas in this media shit. I see Joe Budden throwing his own live shows, but he goes on podcasts and do that. I see DJ Academics going on his own live shows. Maybe in the early days, No Jumper maybe put shows together, but honestly, like.
So let me ask you this, Dylan. You wouldn't lend your services to another brand for the sake of Arizona hip hop?
If they reached out, yeah, no, I wouldn't have no issue with that. But as far as me organizing it personally, I have no interest. I have other ways I would try to help artists.
And look, I hear Dylan for sure, because organizing show is something I have done with Core in the past. I would say we were the first ones to put Brown Boy Maj, Alexis on a headlining show. We were I've sold out a little small venue and stuff like that before, so I've thrown shows and had experience in this. It's not for the lighthearted, for sure. I mean, like, you do need people who can probably curate certain aspects of it, which I agree with MJ, but it does take a certain tenacity, a certain type of fucking patience level to even throw a fucking show, especially in Arizona. I will say, when you're dealing with these venues, these guys do not like rap music out here. They are definitely anti-rap music with these venues. So it's like you're dealing with an industry that has been here, which is predominantly rock music, and you're kind of fighting that, or you're trying to shake hands with those people. So it's a little bit more complicated, because it's not like you're going to be able to get the best venue that you want to do. You're limited onto the types of DJs that you want to do. And then when it comes to the fans, there's so little hip hop fans that you're really taking a risk no matter what, throwing a hip hop show in Arizona.
So the way I see it is like, okay, I don't have the resources. Inshallah, very soon, MJ TV Network will have our own festivals. We'll be able to do those things. But the people that are already doing it now, like, we're not mentioning names, but the people who are already doing it, instead of criticizing them, in which I've done so many times, I see it now as like, if I lend my services to you, I can help this, I can shift this thing. I can show you that my idea is like, okay, this festival, right? You're going to have 8 to 10 artists that are non-negotiable. They're going to fuck up your bottom line, meaning they're not going to maybe sell tickets, or you might not charge these artists, which will fuck up your bottom line, but you will sacrifice that in order to get the engagement from the city. See, people won't know that because they aren't as attached and as connected as I am or as other people. So when I say I'm willing to lend my services, it's like, okay, you've done this for this long, but you don't got my experience. So if I bring my experience, if other people from Arizona hip hop, they bring their experience, we can expand that, and then eventually he could come to the MJ TV festival. We could all have our own shindigs and do it up.
Look, I'll say this. Go ahead, Frank.
It's our job though. You feel me? If we see an area that we can improve on, and the motherfuckers that's already doing it don't want to work with us, okay, then we gotta take it in our hands to just do what we can and start from somewhere. You feel me?
Absolutely.
It's our job.
I'm blackballed. Where can y'all got resources?
Look. Hey, look. MJ.
Blackball me from shit. I can't get no. Y'all see how they play me? So what I'm saying is, if niggas got resources, it's fuck the other side. I'm rocking with what I'm rocking with, but we don't have the resources. We're working at a disadvantage. We're disenfranchised and marginalized. They're already working with an advantage. So it's like, okay, we might not have the resources, but we can slip our way up in.
Look, this is the difference, though. This is the difference, though, because I hear what you're saying, MJ, as far as resources. We ain't going to be able to get the celebrity theater. We ain't going to be able to get Monarch. And that's not where we are, where our advantage is. Yeah, not yet. But that's not where our advantage is. Our advantage is the fact that we're tapped into the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's that we know what we know what's hot. So it's a matter of, okay, we don't need to scale that big. We just need to find a backyard and get a fucking mic and bring like 3 of the hottest motherfuckers that we know is gonna kill the show and really do something like that. So it's a matter of, like, when you're starting small, your reputation is everything, right? So it's like, if you were to start throwing fucking shows and you had and they were just backyard parties, fucking carne asadas damn near, you know what I'm saying? But every fucking carne asada you had was fucking always had the hottest rappers. Somebody is gonna notice that and be like, this motherfucker already knows what he's doing. Not only that though, you've already built a theme, let's just say quote unquote, around carne asada, and you can kind of build off of that. So it's like, I think we sometimes forget that we need to start small as fuck before we scale, because scaling and shooting a dart at a fucking open window is not easy. So what is easier is taking a smaller loss, taking a more like something that you can control, like I say, like a little backyard thing, not really that expensive, you know what I'm saying? Costs a little bit of money, and if it's dope, it's dope. People will definitely respect the novelty of it, but I think your reputation will go farther, right? Even for the people who were there, it might not be the crazy experience, but they're gonna be like, damn, that nigga MJ threw that shit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And that type of shit does carry weight with you. I think we get caught up in going big, but really, I think we really gotta sometimes figure out, how do we start at the lowest denomination possible.
I could say, nigga, I've been to them Valley Club parties, nigga, fucking house acts, nigga, fucking Vontae Mays, fucking LSG Prada, Slave named Flick, whole bunch more niggas I'm like forgetting right now. But nigga, no stage, no nothing, just a fucking DJ table. Shout out my boy DJ Mo. He was hard. He was on his thing, bro. Ain't really DJing no more. The DJ Mo, he did a couple of events and shit. And niggas just rocked the crowd. Like I still got some of the vlogs on my YouTube and shit. Like, shit like that, I say that culture needs more. We don't even need something big right now. We need to start small. We need to get the people back engaged. I think someone mentioned before, like, our rappers don't go to like the schools like how Blueface did and stuff like that. Blueface will flow through a high school, jump on top of with a fucking just a stereo playing, and that was good enough for the fans type shit. Sometimes the fans don't even want the biggest, like, you know what I mean?
Look, I'll give an example. I forgot what artist it was, but they took over Pink Dolphin with the U-Haul and did a whole performance. I think it was fucking those Florida artists. I forgot which ones what their I forgot who it was. The one that raps with Fat Nick and then Puya. Yeah, they bought the U-Haul. They fucking just did a whole show off the U-Haul and it went viral. So it's like sometimes finding that creative like idea will be worth a lot more than going crazy big.
Bro, like this type of shit, this make a nigga excited to do it. But when you think about doing it on your own, yeah, but the cons outweigh the pros. But when you like think about it with all of us, right? I would want to do something intimate for the artist experience too, so artists can come and get multiple platforms in one specific location. Like that'll be a dope. Like we don't need a big space, but you come in here, it's super intimate. You got some of the dopest AV hip hop platforms, and it's like it actually like because what bro said, I've been to those shows at Valley Club. I remember them shits. Niggas is on the wall. Shout out my nigga RCP. I'm gonna send you a clip of me in one of them shows right next to RCP. But yeah, that vibe, like niggas was in the lot blowing it down, and some niggas over here from this side, and some niggas over here from this side. It wasn't really any kind of division of felt.
I will say too, we're in a different time now. So like the way we consume or the type of content that the youngsters would want to gravitate towards is probably not warehouse parties and probably not those type of things. Like I'm already picturing an idea right now. I'm thinking, no, we need to do it. We need to do a talent show. You know what I mean? And like us as panels, you know what I'm saying? And then like I know everybody would want that's content for days. You know what I'm saying?
That's kick stream. That's everybody throw the stream on.
You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna line that up. Like us four right here are gonna be the panel, and we gonna do it in Arizona.
I only caught the end of what you said. Like, did you say basically you could you could see like the younger crowd not really gravitating to a local smaller show type of thing?
So, because we were talking about how pretty much, yeah, like you know how we can get the youngsters or pretty much the crowd or the culture to come fuck with us again, but I was just commenting that the way we consume content is a lot different compared to the heydays of Valley Club. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so that's where the suggestion of a talent show being streamed would probably make more sense because today people love the streamers. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where they want to be at. So I think they'd love to showcase their talent in front of a stream.
I agree with you like wholeheartedly. Like I only exist on the internet. Like I don't even want to do like no live show, no house venue type shit. You know what I mean? But the one thing I will say to retort that, 'cause I do agree with you. I'd much rather do some like streaming shit. But I forgot bro's name. I'm sorry, I forgot the name, bro. I'm gonna mention him on the next stream. But there's an 18-year-old rapper that also started his own platform. He told me that he wants to start doing shows and stuff like that. He's 18. So there might be a market for that with the younger crowd. If he's someone younger that's considering starting on like shows. And I told him start small type shit. You know what I mean? I was like, sometimes you try to aim too high, but yeah, no, I'm definitely like on the internet way. Like I'm not.
Nah, but just think about if us four, even other people's being like two more, whatever. But just think about an intimate show with like 50 to 100 people.
I can't invite some of my favorite rappers because of their politics, nigga.
We gonna
choose this rapper or that rapper.
We know about the politics, though. That's the thing. We gotta have them all on one show because we know about it.
Yeah.
We all have that idea, like, damn, how we gonna get the west to the east, and how we gonna fix that type shit out. But
right, y'all got to call me a bitch.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if I can't throw my perfect show in my head, I'm good, nigga.
Look, to me, and that's the thing though. I think at the end of the day, if these rappers, and again, because we putting on for all content creators, but if these rappers want to have beef with each other, man, fuck them. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like we throwing on for the culture. What we care about is the culture. You know what I mean? So if you want to bring that beef shit around, get the fuck out of here. That's what I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Go handle that shit in the streets. We out here making content. We out here trying to do something positive for the community. And like that's what I'm gonna stand on. Like I do think we gotta mitigate the potential risk. But at the same time, it's like, you know what, as long as I do that and protect the people that are there for the right reasons, then I don't really give a fuck what these fools got going on. You know what I mean? I want to send the beacon out for everybody to pull up. You know what I mean? I got issues with people out there, so it's like at the same time though, it's like I'm gonna still put myself in the front line and make sure that I do what I love because ain't nobody gonna stop what I'm doing.
I do agree with you there, like wholeheartedly, but like it's also just a part of like for me personally, you know, it's just if I can't throw my perfect show that I see in my head, I wouldn't even do it because, like I said, you would have to mitigate certain things. By mitigating certain things, is fuck the man their beef. Honestly, like fuck their beef. Like I can care less about their beef, but at the same time, like I'm not trying to put niggas in a shrink bag. And I do believe that they are pulling up to that they will put up to the show like with the best intentions, but also it's like nigga just. Like entourages and shit sometimes and shit like
Risky.
that.
It get risky.
Yeah, I do agree. Fuck this beef, nigga. Like, I can care less about your beef, and that's why I post everybody. You know, I don't care. Nigga. I don't care if my homie beef with you. Nigga. Honestly, if you don't need it, I'll post you. Like, I don't give a fuck. If you ain't do something like directly harm, like you know what I mean. But yeah, if it's just like some goofy like walk like that nigga, then I'll post you.
That's fair.
Man, y'all got any more topics right now though?
Hey man, let's hope it's not another spicy week in the city, fool.
Nah, this is a good week. I see some good music that came out. Shout out Tennessee Louis. I see you drop there some music. Shout out Close Steppers. I see me drop some shit.
Hey, real shit though, shout out to everybody who's been hitting up the big homie Sharky after MJTV, man. We see y'all, my homie definitely reaching back to y'all. We definitely bringing up some more Arizona guests too, so be on the lookout for that. We see everybody who's been hitting up Sharky, trust me, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all better go pull up on them orange couches, man.
All right, yup, man. Not only that though, man, the No Cosign podcast is definitely having a live show soon. We turning up. We doing it at least minimum, at least once a month. I would love to see us in there once a week for sure. Every fucking week if we can. But we definitely doing at least once or twice, whatever, however many times we can, man. Hey, no, real shit. When we go, cause I look. I got some shit in the works with an artist out there. I got a full tape that I'm working on with an artist out there, and so I'm gonna be out there, man. We gonna have to set up some content plays for sure. Like I said, I still fuck with the whole talent show idea.
I got a whole room right here. We could do whatever with this whole room.
All right.
We could do whatever.
Okay, yeah, we could turn that shit into a little fucking pod room too. Shit, we could for real. Yeah. Hey, you know what? When we go out there, Dylan, you got to set it up, your pod for all of us. You know what I'm saying? So we can all sit down in there, type shit. Yeah, we'll get on your platform and do that. Yep. When I go out there, I want to be on everyone's platform. We gonna all be on each other's platform, but I want to be on that. I want to be on MJ's couch, pause, and I want to be in. But y'all know what I'm talking about, man. I ain't even gonna go through it because I'm at to pause all of them. Fuck that. But I already know, man. I want to be on everybody's platform, running it up, talking our shit, and then we just got to do more shit together. Like I was already thinking, bro, when y'all come out here, like I'ma make sure we do shit together so we can have shit to talk about on the pod and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know that type of shit helps with the chemistry, helps with the story building. Yeah, exactly. So, yep. So, I think a lot of great things are on the horizon for what we're doing, as long as we stay hungry and we just support each other. And like, I definitely see everybody kind of turning up right now. So I fuck with that. I fuck with what we got going on. Everybody turning up for real. So I appreciate y'all.
Let's keep this shit up, fool.
Hey, did Dylan leave or what? Let me see. His phone died again or something.
See y'all next week, bro.
Man, Yep, you already know, man. Appreciate you, big dog.
This week too, bro. Keep gassing, bro. This shit beautiful, bro. It feel like back in the days, just looking up to the. You got me looking like fuck, nigga.
Hey, look, I ain't even gonna cap, bro. Like, I actually love how much fucking fire you've been producing, because it makes it easier for me, who's out here in Cali, to still be tapped in with Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Like, I, you don't know how much time I spend in fucking combing the net. So, like, being able to find reliable places that are putting on for the young homies, man, that's a gem. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Big plans for next year, bro. I'm fucking with y'all in.
Let's do it. Let's do it. But hey, we tapping out right now. Much love to everybody who pulled up to the No Cosign podcast. You already know what time it is. Tune in next week, Sunday. We going up in this beach. Peace.
Peace.